One thing I've learned over the years with Latinos, we don't need all those fancy things to have a party because we are the party. We are the party. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to invite all of our honorees to join me at the front of the stage. I'd also like to introduce my co-hosts for the evening, Ms. Marifer. Happy to have her.
Hola a todos, bienvenidos. Mi nombre es Marifer Sager, soy la manager de Translations e Interpretations y estoy muy contenta de estar aquí con todos ustedes.
So before we get started on our presentation, I would like to introduce all of you to some very important people in our district. First off, I'm going to introduce our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Luis Valentino, to share a couple of words with us today.
Buenas tardes. Con ánimo, buenas tardes. Es un placer para mí estar con ustedes aquí esta tarde. Soy nuevo a Portland y al distrito, pero el poder estar aquí pronto en llegar a celebrar a alumnos latinos para mí es algo especial, porque yo fui uno de ellos hace mucho tiempo, pero fui uno de ellos. Y una de las lecciones que aprendí muy pronto, me crió mi abuela, y una de las lecciones que aprendí muy pronto es no darse. Y por eso el tema es si se puede, porque lo que hemos aprendido nosotros como latinos es no nos podemos dar, ¿verdad? Porque si no le damos al mundo, el mundo nos da a nosotros, ¿verdad? Y por eso es muy importante poder celebrar los logros inmediatos de los alumnos para que como adultos entiendan la importancia de la celebración de buenos retos y de buen trabajo. It's a pleasure for me to be here this evening. My name is Luis Valentino. I'm the Chief Academic Officer, as Francisco said, and I'm new to the school district, new to the city of Portland. But the opportunity to celebrate Latino students is an extremely special opportunity for me. Because having grown up as they did, I was one of them once, and being raised by my grandmother, one of the key lessons was to never give up. And it's important for us to learn that lesson because while we do have a lot of support systems around us, it really is our personal commitment to succeed that's going to help us get there. And so to see you here this evening is just an amazing thing because you're demonstrating that. And so as you continue moving forward in your lives, you're going to continue to understand the power of never giving up and to continue to do the best work possible. So thank you for the opportunity to come in to get to talk with you just at least briefly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Valentino. Okay, next I'd like to bring up the big man, Mr. Guadalupe Guerrero, our Superintendent of Portland Public Schools.
Buenas tardes, ¿cómo están? When he says big man, he's picking on my weight again. I do have a few words that I want to share with the audience, but I also want to honor mi jefa, and I want to invite her down, Dr. Julia Esparza Brown, who has to get back to the university and teach a class this evening, but I know she's dying to say hello to you as well.
Thank you. Hi. Bienvenidos a todos y gracias por venir esta noche. Okay, I'm Chicana, third generation, so my Spanish isn't great. But I'm so proud to be here as one of your board members to celebrate all of you and your accomplishments. And it seems like just yesterday that I was a student myself. Now, for me, as the superintendent said, I'm on the faculty of Portland State, and that was never a given. Education for me was never a given, but working hard, doors opened when you have the dedication and the fire to give back. Now, I chose the profession of teaching and education because my dad went to an Americanization school. So even one generation ago, two for you, things were really different in education. So I'm here as a professor and as a board member to make sure that the doors are open to all students, that we prepare everybody to be successful in whatever path you choose for your future. So I'm so excited to see you tonight. I really wish that I could stay longer. Unfortunately, instead of teaching in class, we are welcoming our new students into the Graduate School of Education to teaching, so I need to be there very shortly. So thank you again for your support of your students, and I am so proud to be a board member of this district and of all of you. So thank you.
Gracias, Julie. Bueno, vamos a empezar primero. You know, we should have just given everybody a headset because I'm going to be switching it up on you. I'm sorry. The whole time. Because that's what we do en nuestra cultura. All the people here up front, estos jóvenes, un aplauso para todos ellos que están ahí en la audiencia. Ok, como un maestro, ¿cuál fue la instrucción? Todos los que están sentados aquí, vamos a dar un aplauso a todos los que están allá. Y la razón por ese aplauso, the reason I think it's important that we recognize and honor all of you who are in the audience and the many that are not, is because I know that your support, su apoyo, fue algo importante al éxito de los alumnos que están aquí. And I know there's probably a lot of other people that are not here in the room right now that I'm sure played some role in encouraging and in motivating many of our young students who are here. So I think it's just important to acknowledge that up front. So welcome. Welcome here to the district headquarters. You know, it's a bureaucratic place for a celebration, but it's colorful. There's flowers. I see some roses. Thank you. This is dangerous. The Kleenex is already here, so you know what you have to look forward to. And I'm looking at the program, and already I see on the inside cover el maestro Paulo Freire, whose studies I've also researched as well. Y dice aquí, la educación no cambia al mundo. Cambia las personas que van a cambiar el mundo. Education does not change the world. It changes the people who will change the world. And I just have the belief that the people that are going to do that are sitting right in front of you. If we've done our job well to prepare them to be critical thinkers and to understand that they have agency in our world, they're going to do it. They're going to make it a better place than, unfortunately, we're leaving it behind in. And that I look forward to. I think we will be in good hands. So we're here tonight at Si Se Puede. That's a great theme for a celebration like this. We're going to honor and hear from a number of students, up to 16, from 8th graders on up. 8th graders who are about to embark on their high school career, and some seniors who are going to step into their adult world post-high school, our graduates. So accomplishments have occurred in the classroom, in the community, and at home, and they are shining examples of our best here in the Portland Public Schools. It's a wonderful time of the school year, al final del año, porque estamos celebrando a muchos de nuestros grupos de alumnos. Last week we celebrated our Asian and Pacific Islander students at Golden Mines. I had an opportunity to address the audience there. Last night I was with our Native American families, and we celebrated our Native students there as well. And tonight we're here. And that's a little bit extra special for me for obvious reasons. It's a little more personal because to underline what Dr. Valentino said, we share a lot of the same stories, a lot of the same journeys, a lot of the same background. You'll notice up front, I noticed up front, all these wonderful flags representing so many countries. And it is important to remind ourselves que el pueblo latino tiene una diversidad. Somos de diferentes lugares, diferentes fronteras, diferentes países. Todos usamos harina en una forma diferente, pero aquí estamos. So it's hard not to recognize seeing our beautiful youth here, because I can't help but sort of reflect on sort of the experience that they must have had. It must have come with not just successes but also challenges, and that reminds me of my own. Raised by a single mother, older sibling of 4, growing up in Northern California. Like many of you, I grew up speaking only Spanish in the household as well. It wasn't until I got to school that I started learning English. And actually, I didn't talk till probably 7th or 8th grade, exercising that English. And I'm still improving my English. Even after 2 Harvard degrees, I'm still working on my English. But here I am because we have our native tongue. And I just encourage all of us to que tengan orgullo y que no se les olvide siempre de dónde somos. Si pueden mejorar sus 2 idiomas, perfecto. But don't forget your culture, your background. Those things are important, those traditions and those customs. And I know that your family probably celebrates those with you all the time. And like me, you probably have tamales at Navidad too. So this journey to get to this chair that you're in here up front, I know that it probably does come with some of these struggles. Somos familias inmigrantes. Some of you are working to make ends meet. But as I used to say to my mom growing up, un saco de harina, un saco de frijoles, and y de arroz, and we'll make it happen somehow. And we'll get through because a better day is in front of us. The future is brighter than what we're experiencing right now, and we're going to make everybody proud. So I see that in our young folks that we have here this evening. It's going to pay off your hard work. And I'm so looking forward to you sending us a postcard or hearing stories through the community, that you're out there bringing it back and that you're paying it forward and that you're returning the favor for others, because all of us stand on the shoulders of others. And that's how we get where we get. Now, we have a small group here that represent the over 8,000 Latino students that are in this district. Over 8,000, más de 8,000 alumnos latinos que hay en este distrito. Some of them are in dual language immersion language programs that we host on over 20 campuses, but some aren't. Some of them are just English language learners like I was, going through not the benefit of a bilingual education, or always the best teaching that was sensitive to the fact that I was learning a second language. So I've been here about 7 months, not a long time. It seems like a long time, when I became Portland Public Schools' first Latino superintendent. Wow. 167 years. $167 y no pudieron hallar ni uno. So here I am. I'm proud of that distinction. I also like to think I'm qualified for the job, but it gives me great pride to be here this evening standing in front of you. I'll share something that I never shared with anybody. See, last year, when this celebration was happening, I was 500 miles away watching it in my living room, working for the San Francisco Public Schools. And I have to tell you, and I've never told anybody this, one of the reasons why I became convinced that I needed to come here was hearing your stories. No empieces. Because I got to tell you, when you hear the stories that our young people have persevered and the resilience that they've demonstrated, there's so many other students who somehow aren't making it. And that's a bit of a crisis for me, and especially in public education where we know what we need to do. How do we find the political will? How do we prioritize the right things so that we have an auditorium full of students like these success stories? And so we have a lot of work left to do, and that's why I'm committed to being here. And it's not just our practices, sometimes it's our very own policies. We're in the state of Oregon that's not always the most welcoming either. You heard from one of my 7 bosses, Dr. Julia Esparza Brown. Our board passed a resolution to protect our DACA dreamers, for example, recently. And we've pledged in the Portland Public Schools and to its employees that we're not going to cooperate with immigration authorities. We're going to maintain the confidentiality of student information. So I don't mention that to get political, but we're in a political climate, and our schools get caught in the middle of it. And I have to walk the line because I'm the superintendent. I'm not supposed to get political. But I can talk about education. And what I know is that there's a lot of misinformation. Hay mucha ignorancia in the broader community about the facts and what the challenges are that we actually are facing as society. So my pledge to you all is that we're going to do everything possible to make sure to support the children and youth of our community, all of our students, as we go about this work. So, that's enough about me, because why we're really here is to listen and to hear from our young students. I know that these are likely going to be very powerful presentations, so I'll weep in the back row, but I'm very anxious to hear what you have to share. At heart, I'm still a Latino boy trying to find his way in the world, and so I know you're at that point too, and that, you know what, that struggle never goes away, trying to find your way in the world. And so think about and reflect on how do you give it back to your community? How do you bring it back to your pueblo? And I know the thing that motivates you is making sure your families continue to be proud of you. So it's nice to see everybody here, and I'm looking forward to spending the evening with you. Gracias. Thank you, Francisco.
So we have invited 16 of our Latino students here today. These students were selected by the staff of Portland Public Schools. We put out the call to all of our staff to ask them to share with us the students they think that are the highlights of their school and are adding to the culture and the community of their schools. And we have a small committee here in the central office. We don't get to interact with students all that often. So it was really important for us to create this space for our students to speak their truth with no holds barred. And as I've told all of them, we want to hear not what you think we want to hear, but what you want to tell us, what we need to know about you. And so we're going to give them the mic with very little preamble. And after they've given their presentation, we're going to ask them to take a rose and offer it to someone who may or may not be in the audience today, who has supported them on their journey. And so, with no further ado, I'd like to bring up our first speaker, Mr. Alexander Tip Soto from Roosevelt High School. Hold on, we have one little announcement.
Discúlpame, Alexander. Antes de eso, me gustaría preguntarles a las familias si necesitan un intérprete, la familia de Alexander. Ok, gracias, Alexander.
Estoy un poco nervioso. Primeramente, quiero agradecer a Dios por esta oportunidad de estar aquí. También quiero agradecer a mi familia, Mr. Ristich, Elsa, Ms. Ambrosio, Ms. Velasco, todos los que vinieron a soportarme. Papá, mamá, Alexia, este reconocimiento no solo para mí, sino también es un reconocimiento de la motivación e inspiración que me han dado en la vida. Crecer en una familia hispana me ha dado muchas fuerzas, me ha enseñado a valorar el idioma que hablo, a valorar la comida, valorar toda mi cultura, pero también aprendí a valorar el color de mi piel. Al nacer, el color de mi piel significaba una categoría de etnicidad, pero también el color de mi piel es mi identificación, mi identidad. Una identidad que parte de la sociedad en los Estados Unidos interpreta como baja clase, con bajos recursos, un pandillero, un high school dropout. Pero eso es lo que no define mi vida y no debe definir a las vidas de otras personas. Con mi educación he estado demostrándole al resto del mundo que sí puedo. Estoy demostrando que aunque mi familia tiene que trabajar aún más para sobrevivir en los Estados Unidos, no hay nada que sea difícil para alcanzar tus metas cuando te esfuerzas, porque la educación tiene la capacidad de cambiar tu vida. Y hoy puedo decir que en verdad la educación ha cambiado mi vida. Con la educación en mente, yo he podido lograr muchas cosas en el transcurso de los 4 años en Roosevelt. Yo puse altas expectativas para mí mismo. Me propuse a tener las más altas calificaciones que pueda tener y eso es lo que hice. En los 4 años tuve una idea de lo que quería hacer con mi vida y todo empezó cuando estuve en la clase de Miss García Velasco. Esa clase era AP Spanish y mi mundo en esa clase fue una experiencia diferente y es por eso que ya quiero ser un maestro. Y yo veo esa oportunidad para dar para atrás a la comunidad lo que yo aprendí. Igualmente, en el transcurso de este último año, tuve la oportunidad de estar en PSU Senior Inquiry. Y esa clase, aprendí más de las cosas que muchas minorías van en la vida, como los gobiernos y todas esas cosas, oprimen a las familias y yo vi eso con mi familia. Mi papá tiene 3 trabajos, muchas veces no lo puedo ver, pero ya sé que lo hacen por mí. Y es por eso porque yo también quiero educar a otras generaciones de que si quieren algo lo tienen que ir a demandar. En la clase de senior que yo tuve la oportunidad de crecer como individual y madurar y, si las personas como que están aquí en el PPS Board no los están escuchando, tenemos que venir aquí a demandar lo que queremos ver en nuestras escuelas. Tenemos que venir aquí a pedir y eso es lo que he tratado de hacer muchas de las veces en el último año de que estaba en Roosevelt y, es un honor de estar aquí, todos esos 4 años siendo un latino, algunas veces no te alcanzan los recursos en una manera fácil y tienes que buscar ahí y ser muy diligente con la escuela. Y, estoy muy agradecido, todos esos 4 años de trabajar muy duro, me ha dado la oportunidad de estar aquí enfrente de ustedes y agradezco mucho a mis padres por siempre, dándome ese espíritu de ser trabajador y ser orgulloso de la persona que soy. Y eso es todo. Muchas gracias.
Okay, one more small announcement. I know that a lot of you are expecting food. And again, I apologize. Things have been a little bit delayed, and we're hoping that they'll get here as soon as possible. And we'll have to-go boxes ready if those of you who can't stick around. But we'll let you know as soon as they're ready. Next up, I would like to bring Ava Arias from Bridger Middle School.
I apologize in advance. I wrote this in English. I didn't know whether to write it in Spanish or English. So, I'd like to start this off with a huge thank you to my parents. They've helped me through every bump in the road, through my ups and downs. I mean, come on, it's hard to handle a kid my age. But they've always been there for me whenever I need a shoulder to lean on, whenever I need help getting back up when I fall down, or whenever I need a hug. They're always there for me, and I couldn't be more grateful. However, there's one person in my life that's inspired me more than anyone I know, and that's my grandma. She immigrated here from Cuba in 1963 with her 5 children, nephew, and husband. They lost everything. But even though they had nothing, she went on and found a job at a seamstress at Littman's retail store, and then after that got a job as a secretary for the Venezuelan consulate. She pushed through tough times in her life, and I really admire that. She's taught me that even if you feel like you hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up. So now, whenever I feel like I reached a place where, and it just can't get any worse, I know that things can only get better from there. And that's inspired me to do many things for my school. I've been on my school's student council almost every year since 2nd grade, and now I'm school president. I organized and painted a world map and a map of the United States behind my school with the help of so many volunteers, and my dad, who was out there from 7 in the morning till 9 at night with me. I thank them so much. And I've organized school events and planned dances, and I wouldn't have been able to do that with the help of so many others that were there to support me when I felt like it couldn't be done. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without knowing that I can't achieve anything and that I can come back from what's prevented me from doing so. Outside of my family, I would like to thank my teachers and staff. One of them is here, Oscar Gilson. He's now the senior director of PPS. He was at one point my school's principal. He was there for me, and he always told me I could do way more than I thought I could, and he's pushed me past what I thought were my limits and told me that I can achieve anything that I work for. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing your story. Everybody, when you come to tell us your story, could you tell us who you're giving the rose to and why? That will be very interesting for us to hear. Next up, we have David Trujillo-Bedolla.
Yo también estoy nervioso. No sé por qué. Hasta aquí estoy con personas que se parecen como yo. Y pues son como mi familia, todos. Yo sé que veo muchos maestros aquí que me han soportado desde el 5º grado. Y pues, ay Raquel, no sé qué haría sin ti, especialmente. Este año ha sido muy difícil, pero con tu ayuda he podido buscar dinero para financiar el colegio, que ya saben que es muy caro. Quisiera agradecerte a ti y quisiera agradecer a mi mamá, a mi hermano pequeño y a mi papá. Siempre han estado ahí para mí, siempre me han apoyado y han sido muy pacientes. Y con todo su esfuerzo, no sé qué haría. Bueno, quiero decir algo que siempre me ha soportado, algo que siempre me ha motivado, y eso ha sido el miedo. Porque pues estamos en una etapa difícil, especialmente con el clima político, y algo que siempre me ha dado como un consejo ha sido lo que ha dicho un entrenador de luchadores. Y digo eso porque todos aquí somos luchadores. El entrenador de luchadores dijo que el cobarde y el héroe pasan por la misma cosa. Pero la diferencia ahí son las acciones que ellos toman. El héroe escoge pelear y pues el cobarde corre. Y pues, ¿sabes? Cuando tienes miedo, de repente se le sube la adrenalina. Y pues lo que yo estoy diciendo es que con cualquier desafío, con cualquier mala cosa que ocurre en la vida, siempre vamos a seguir luchando porque vamos a usar esa adrenalina para subirnos, para superarnos. Eso nos ayuda a lograr cosas que no serían comunes en la vida, como trabajar 3 trabajos a la misma vez, o como trabajar toda una noche sin dormir por solo 20 minutos. Y pues, sí, no hay que dejar que ningún desafío nos toma para abajo. Hay que usarlo, hay que manifestar eso para que nos superamos aún más. Y pues, gracias a todos por venir aquí. El mensaje es, sí se puede, todo se puede. Quiero darle esto a mi mamá, porque es mi mamá, no hay mucho que decir ahí, honestamente. Las mamás pasan por mucho. Gracias.
Gracias, David. That was very powerful. Okay, our next recipient is Diomedes Ramirez Ortiz.
I could do this. I'm a really emotional person, as you can tell. First, I would like to say how surprised and excited I was to be nominated for such a prestigious award, Si Se Puede. I want to thank everyone that believed in me and helped me along the way. The road has not been easy. There has been a lot of ups and downs, starts and stops. One thing that has never changed was my determination and drive to finish school. Though through it all, not finishing school was never an option for me. My support system always never wavered. I want to thank my school team, all my teachers and staff at Alliance at Benson, ABC. My teachers have always encouraged and supported me. Special thanks to Ursula and Joel for the nomination, who are not here today, but I still want to thank them from the bottom of my heart. Also, I want to thank my PCC Team Parent Services for also nominating me. Oh my goodness, where am I? 2 nominations. I felt so special. My team parent team, Noel and Susan, who are sitting in front of me right here. Thank you. Thank you for helping me with everything I needed, whether it was co-related or not. I needed, with everything I needed, whether it was school-related or not. Nora has been there throughout, helping me with all sorts of stuff. And Susan has been crucial in helping me to accomplish assignments and process towards graduation. What can I say? I've had great team of people working with me and supporting me along the way. Now I'm going to talk in Spanish. For my mom, por último, pero ciertamente no menos importante, un agradecimiento especial a mi familia, a mi mamá Carmela, que está sentada allá al lado. Ella es una mamá muy especial que ocupa mi corazón. Es una mamá soltera que también emigró a los Estados Unidos desde que estaba muy chica. Tiene más de 25 años viviendo aquí en los Estados Unidos sin ver a su mamá. Y yo sé que todo lo que ella ha hecho ha sido por mí y mi hermano que no está aquí. Todo el esfuerzo, las arrugas, las quemaduras que tiene en la mano, todo ha sido por nosotros, por sus hijos, yo y mi hermano. No tendré palabras suficientes en toda mi vida para agradecerle lo mucho y valiente que ha sido por nosotros, por motivarme, alentarme y amarme incondicionalmente a través de todo. Sin ti no sé dónde estaría. Te diré esto, no estaría. Oh my goodness, where am I? Te diré esto, no estaría parada aquí adelante de ti ahora mismo. Siempre me recuerdas que puedo lograr cualquier cosa que yo me proponga hacer y que siempre debo soñar en grande. Gracias, mamita, te quiero mucho. A continuación, Alice, que está aquí, mi hija, cambiaste mi vida para mejor. Desde el día en que naciste, supe que quería ser una mejor persona gracias a ti. Me esfuerzo por ser alguien que admires, por ser alguien de que te sientas orgullosa de llamar mamá, así como yo me siento orgullosa de llamarle a tu grandma mamá. Te amo muchísimo, mi niña. Has traído tanta alegría, sacrificio y perseverancia a mi vida. Y Alex, no me olvidé de Alex, mi hermano, aunque no está aquí. Fuiste mi primer bebé, aunque no te di a luz. Tú también me has alentado y motivado para terminar la escuela y asistir al colegio. También me has hecho una mejor persona y te amo por eso. Gracias, hermanito mío. Congratulations to all the other awards recipients who are sitting. Thank you all. Sí se puede. Oh my goodness. And this rose, I give and I share between my mom, Norel, and Susan, and my daughter, and my brother.
Wow, when Francisco invited me to co-host with him, he never prepared me for this. Our next recipient is Elsa Govea Lemus.
Hello, my name is Elsa Govea Lemus, and I'm a first-generation student. My parents came to the United States from Michoacán, Mexico, about 25 years ago, and I will be the first to attend a university. I plan to go to the University of Oregon this fall to major in political science so that I can eventually get into policymaking after I become a human rights lawyer. I wish to pursue this career field because I have seen my parents deal with many hardships that come with being a Latino in the United States, and I want to fight for the rights of people who face similar struggles. It is my passion to advocate for the people. I would like to give my apologies for not being able to attend the ceremony. Unfortunately, I got caught up in another event, but I am still very grateful to receive the Si Se Puede award. To me, this is more than just an award. It is a symbol of resiliency. As a Chicana, growing up was stressful and I faced many struggles. I had to work at a young age. I was constantly judged as incapable for being both a young woman and Mexican. I found myself having to put in extra energy in order to keep up with those who are more privileged. But my struggles are common amongst many other Latinos. The challenges we face in this country, especially as minorities, are endless. But this is why I am not only proud of myself, but of everyone else receiving this award. I am proud of my raza, because even though the system was not built for us to succeed, we do so anyway. We have always done so. We do it for our parents, our siblings, ourselves, our peers, for justice. Because our people have traveled never-ending oceans, deserts, and mountains for our success. because to this day, we are still judged as nothing but criminals. This award demonstrates our resilience, our excellence, because after all, si se puede. Shout out to Ms. Velasco and to my friend Alex Tiptoe, who also won the award. Awarders.
In talking with Elsa, Elsa is currently at an Upward Bound celebration, and as is this time of year, there's a lot of competing events, and a lot of our students are being highlighted at in other venues. And the thing about Elsa is that we really don't want to get in the way of those honors as well, because those programs are what has helped our students achieve so well and get where they are. And so we're glad that she's being able to get that honor today. All right. So at this point, I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize our PPS staff who have nominated our students. So if, those of you, PPS staff who are here today, could I have you stand up, please? And again, to our parents, I would ask that you take this opportunity to look around and see. I think Superintendent Guerrero also mentioned that there's a lot of different faces here now. And I remember coming up in PPS, and weren't a lot of brown faces in this building. And to be able to see that now is really a pleasure, and to be able to invite them and make this a welcoming space for all of you and for our students especially. So on that note, thank you all. Next, I'd like to bring up our next speaker, Emmanuel Bautier Moreno from Cesar Chavez Middle School.
Buenas tardes. Estoy nervioso también. Hoy estoy aquí por mis padres, mis papás y mis dos hermanas que están sentadas allá. Estoy agradecido por todo lo que han hecho por mí, porque siempre ha sido el último a ayudar o hacer cosas así, pero ellos me enseñaron a ser el primero, ahora hacerlo. Mi papá y mi mamá trabajan mucho y a veces no los miro mucho porque hasta las 5 de la tarde. Y mis hermanas también trabajan y tienen escuela. Y ellos trabajan muy duro para ayudarme o para agarrar lo que puedo o hacer que mis sueños se hagan realidad. Estoy bien agradecido por eso, ustedes cuatro. Y también a mi entrenador, Coach Ed, que no pudo estar aquí por otras razones. También lo agradecido a él por empujarme para ser un mejor estudiante y una persona para todos. Y igual como todos los latinos aquí, crecimos, es muy duro para nosotros estar en la escuela y seguir adelante. Pues también fue para mí, no siempre he querido estar en la escuela, siempre fue más duro para estar en la escuela o en la casa. Y como siempre, mis papás estaban ahí para mí y estoy bien agradecidos. No sé qué haría si ustedes no están ahí. Entonces, gracias. Esta arroz es para mi papá y mi mamá.
Our next speaker, again, because of the busyness of the season, Gustavo Carrillo Castro from Jason Lee Middle School is not here today. And it appears that neither is Ismael from Benson, but that won't prevent us from still hearing the wonderful words from Jareli Nicolas Sanchez from Madison High School.
My name is Yareli. So I didn't do a speech. Yo no hice una carta. Escribí un poema explicando un poquito de lo que quiero hacer y por qué. Lucharemos not only for me, but for them. No solo para mí, pero para ellos. For those who are afraid, para los que tienen miedo. Not only because I want it, no solo porque yo quiero. We need it because a lot of us work from sunrise to sunset. Lo necesitamos porque muchos de nosotros trabajamos desde el amanecer hasta el anochecer. We're not just here to beg for extra coins. No estamos aquí solo para rogar por limosna. We work so hard, and yet we don't have as many rights as a person that is begging for his coins at the corner of the freeway. Trabajamos tan duro, pero aún así, no tenemos los derechos como la persona que está en la esquina de la autopista rogando por limosna. Not only fighting for me, but also for my people, my race, and for those who are afraid. No solo luchando por mí, sino también por mi gente, mi raza, y por los que tienen miedo de hablar. This will be thanks to my dad, who taught me to not be afraid. Esto será I am so sensitive. Oh, okay. Esto será gracias a mi papá que me enseñó a no tener miedo. Thanks to my mom who taught me to voice my opinion and my feelings. Gracias a mi mamá que me enseñó a expresar mi opinión y mis sentimientos. Last but not least, thanks to my family who has had my back, and I will be the one to voice for our needs and fight for what seems right. Por último, si bien no menos importante, gracias a mi familia por tener mi espalda y por eso seré quien expresa nuestras necesidades y lucharé por lo que parece correcto. So I'll give this rose to my mom, but it's for my family because they have my Mac and I wouldn't be graduating if it weren't for them. But also for the two people that are here, one of the people who were at Madison and never threw at my face, even if I did the biggest mistakes. never said that I won't graduate. They always believed in me and still helped me, and it's still hard, but I will graduate. So this will be given to my mom, but dedicated for RZ and Jeff and to all the people that helped me at school. Le daré la rosa a mi mamá, será dedicada a mi familia, pero solo mi mamá está aquí, pero también para la gente que está en la escuela. 2 de ellos están aquí, que nunca me botaron en la cara, que no me graduaré, aunque hago algunas cosas en la escuela, pero siempre dicen que sí me voy a graduar y sí lo haré, yo lo sé. Es Miss RZ y Jeff, thank you.
Okay. Our next speaker, Jose Suarez Gutierrez, is not here today, but we'll keep moving along in the program. I would like to take this moment, though, to ask members of our selection committee who helped us go through the hundreds of testimonials that we got from teachers, and we worked really, really hard to, there were so many great stories out there, and I mean, that's the real hard thing, is that we know that the students here, right here, just 16 is not enough to really reflect the exceptional students that we know are in our schools. And these students are certainly not the counter story, but the real story of our Latino students in PPS. And so I'd like to thank all of our selection committee for their hard work in helping get these kids here today. All right, so moving on. I would like to bring up Lizzie Lopez from Benson High School.
Buenas tardes. Voy a empezar con agradecer a todos los que están presentes esta noche. Es un honor tener la oportunidad de representar a mi escuela Benson High School. Cuando empecé la preparatoria no pensé en llegar a donde estoy ahora. Y por eso quiero agradecer a las personas que me ayudaron a estar aquí. Primeramente le doy gracias a mi madre. Por enseñarme la importancia de obtener una educación. También por apoyarme en mis estudios y en mi futuro. He tenido varios obstáculos y los he superado. Obstáculos en mi vida personal, pero también en mis estudios. Ser hija única y ser de una familia que tiene poca experiencia en cómo navegar en el sistema educacional de los Estados Unidos ha sido difícil. Lo que me ayudó a ser exitosa en la preparatoria es involucrarme en la escuela, pedir ayuda y para luchar por mis estudios. Yo pedí ayuda cuando lo necesitaba, encontré ayuda con mis mentores y me enfoqué en lo que es más importante a mí. Quiero la nueva generación que sepan que para lograr sus metas hay que pedir ayuda. Cada uno de estos obstáculos me han hecho más fuerte y me ha generado en una líder en mi escuela y en mi comunidad. Por eso es importante seguir adelante con mis estudios y ayudar a los demás. Gracias a este premio como el de Sí se puede, tengo más confianza en tener éxito en la universidad. Yo pienso que sí se puede es una frase que ha estado conmigo en todo lo que propongo hacer en mi carrera profesional y también en mis estudios. En escuchar estas palabras, yo me siento apoyada por mi comunidad y también llena con motivación y ánimo. César Chávez dijo, "We cannot seek achievement for ourselves and forget about progress and prosperity for our community. Our ambitions must be broad enough to include the aspirations and needs of others, for their sakes and their own, for our own. Me siento honrada por celebrar mis logros esta noche y quiero felicitar a todos los demás que también ganaron este premio. Ser un líder no es fácil, pero yo sé que cada uno de ustedes tienen grandes sueños y les deseo lo mejor en el nuevo capítulo de sus vidas. Le quiero dar gracias a mi consejera Ms. Sharon por nominarme, a mis mentores de Beyond Benson a Escalera, a mi instructora de Upper Bound, Brenda Ramos, y al maestro a Mr. Ramirez por siempre ayudarme y creer en mí. Gracias y buenas noches. Y le quiero dedicar esta rosa a mi mamá.
And our next recipient is Mariana Martinez Lopez from Montabor.
Oh my God, sorry. Primero le quiero dar muchas gracias a mis padres, a mi mamá que siempre está ahí por mí, mi papá que también ha estado ahí por mí, que siempre han trabajado muy duro para que mis hermanos y yo pudiéramos tener una vida mejor. Muchas gracias especialmente a mi maestra de matemáticas que está aquí por nominarme. La primera vez que me dijo que me había nominado para el programa de Sí se Puede, pues no tenía tantas esperanzas de poder ganar porque nunca había estado nominado para algo grande. Y el martes de la semana pasada me dijo que había sido una de las nominadoras. Me sorprendí porque también la escuela Mount Tabor, después de 5 años, es un orgullo decir que soy la primera. Y también no estuviera aquí con el apoyo de mis hermanos también. Mi hermana que por fin vamos a ir por ella mañana, está en el colegio y está en su primer año. Aunque ella está como 2 horas por aquí, ella siempre me llama, siempre me textea, siempre me está diciendo que ella siempre está ahí por mí, por cualquier cosa. Y ella siempre me ha apoyado en todo. Y no sé dónde estuviera sin el apoyo de muchas personas. Y como siempre, no todo va a ser fácil, porque siempre va a haber sus ups and downs en la vida, pero todo se lo tendría que agradecer a mis papás y mis hermanos, y especialmente a mi maestra de matemáticas. Y esa rosa la quiero dedicar a mi maestra, porque sin su nominación de ella no estuviera aquí.
Y pues también agradecerles mucho a mis papás por siempre estar a mi lado.
Our, excuse me. Our next presenter actually could not be here with us today because she is a proud Rose Festival princess. And she has a very busy schedule, but she was very kind enough to create a short video of her presentation to share with us today.
Primero que nada, le quiero dar gracias a Dios y a las dos personas que me dieron la vida. I want to begin by thanking God and the two individuals who have made my existence possible. As I walk my final days through the halls of Grant High School, I reflect back on my journey in discovering my self-worth. The journey started with my parents' first step in moving 2,700 miles to give my sister and me the American dream. Gracias mamá y papá por hacer el sacrificio más grande de sus vidas y dejar todo atrás para darme a mí y a mi hermana un futuro mejor. Your endless years of sacrifice were so I could stand on this stage. I am very honored to have been nominated to represent Grant High School. I honestly don't know where I would be without the AVID program at Grant and of course my AVID teacher, Miss Wolfer. I would also like to thank my high school counselor, Mr. Triplett, and every single staff member at Grant who has taken a part in my journey. Still struggling to believe I'm standing up here, I think about my journey. Growing up, I was the little girl who would watch Dora every single morning while getting ready for school. Most kids my age watch Dora to learn a couple of words in Spanish, but I watched Dora in order to be able to talk to the other kids in kindergarten. At the age of 8, I was diagnosed with seasonal affective disorder, SAD. SAD is a type of depression that is related to the changes in the seasons. My symptoms start in the fall and continue into the winter months, sapping my energy and causing mood swings. In the beginning, I would feel depressed most of the day and nearly every day. As an 8-year-old, I did not understand the reason behind my loss of interest in the activities I once enjoyed. My mother, too, had been diagnosed with depression years prior to having me. Therefore, she noticed my low energy and sought help. I began to attend therapy sessions twice a week and was prescribed vitamin D in order to help with the effects from the decrease of sunlight, which disrupted my body's internal clock and led to feelings of depression. SAD is something that still affects me to this day. It has slightly improved over the years, but there are also circumstances where I feel as if I am starting all over again. I believe experiencing depression at a young age had a great impact on my childhood activities, but I learned from an early age how to cope with my feelings and seek help. I believe reaching out to my teachers, friends, and family and continuing to have open communication will help me through the changes of the seasons, because asking for help is a sign of strength and a movement towards a better version of yourself. Although I hope there will be a time when SAD does not come around, I am glad I was able to learn how to use my resources and also have the opportunity to help others who are going through a similar story. They've always said that the greatest gift you can ever gift your parents is the gift of education. I am proud to share with you all that I will be attending the University of Oregon in the fall. Blue and gray turn green and yellow. Let's go Ducks. I plan to study political science in order to attend law school and become an immigration lawyer. There are so many changes that I want to see in this country. Quiero agradecerle a mis padres, Javier y Lourdes, y a mi hermana Sandy, quien siempre me han apoyado. Por ustedes empecé y por ustedes acabé. To all the immigrant parents, including mine, thank you.
Our next speaker will be Tatiana Yerba from Jefferson High School.
I would first like to thank the selection committee for honoring me tonight
and my coordinator, Ms. McKenzie, for considering me to represent my school, Jefferson High School. As a Cuban American born and raised in Portland, Oregon, I have faced many adversities, but I've always found a way to bounce right back, and I've shown tremendous growth. I believe everyone has a gift or purpose in life, but fear and lack of motivation prevents the majority of individuals from going after what they truly want in life. You will only reach your level of success when you finally take action and work towards what you want while staying prudent. A goal achiever takes action, is patient, and takes small steps towards their goals. And the key to achieving your goal is commitment. Commitment is a campaign. When you're committed to something, you battle through the struggle to achieve a particular objective, eventually overcoming adversity. My goal for the future is to have a career that will allow me to be creative. Designing and being involved in game development would be a dream come true. On the other hand, I want job security. So, yeah. So someday I will too achieve my level of success. And I hope everyone here today will too. Thank you. And I want to give this rose to my mother. She first came here to America when she was only 7 years old from Cuba, and she just faced a lot of adversities as well, as far as like racial discrimination, and she's just a big inspiration to me, so I want to give this to her.
And next up is Valeria Pozos from Lincoln High School.
Good evening. My name is Valeria Pozos, and it is an honor and privilege being able to stand here tonight and share some of my thoughts with you. First, I'm thankful for having God in my life because I wouldn't be where I am today without him. Then I would like to thank the PPS district for the Si Se Puede award and for all of their help and support they offer every student. I would also like to thank my parents because they mean everything to me. Papito chulo, gracias por siempre estar a mi lado y por hacerme reír y tener energía aún después de un día largo en el trabajo. Gracias por enseñarme que todo es posible, que nunca me tengo que dar por rendida. Mamita chula, aunque no estás aquí, gracias por estar a mi lado siempre y saber exactamente qué tengo que decir para que mi día sea mejor. Eres todo para mí y te amo. A los dos los quiero mucho y no puedo expresar suficiente cuánto significan para mí. También quiero darle las gracias al resto de mi familia, a mi hermano y a mi tía y a mi prima por sus grandes ejemplos y por enseñarme que todo es posible. I would also like to thank all of Lincoln's high school staff and teachers. Ms. Gale, thank you for everything. I moved from Arizona 2 years ago. And I remember feeling welcome the minute I walked into your classroom. Thank you for nominating me and for always believing in me. Ms. Chapman, thank you for encouraging every individual at our school that even if we're a minority, we can still achieve our dreams. April, thank you for being by my side all the time and for letting me cry in your office when I'm having a bad day. Thank you. Everyone else that's in my life, thank you for your great examples. I would now like to share something I've learned throughout my life with you, and that is the importance of never giving up. Thomas Edison once said that our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try one more time. Life doesn't always go the way we want it to. It brings challenges we might feel we're not ready to fully take on. But remember that those challenges help us grow. Instead of giving up on our dreams and taking the easy route out, we must remember that if we stay focused and work hard, we can achieve anything we want. I am proud to be a Latina because it allows me to share my culture with others. It allows me to prove that those negative stereotypes we are often labeled with aren't true, that we as Latinos can do anything. We're not beggars. We don't just go around taking whatever people want. We can make a difference. Instead, Oh, okay. I have encountered individuals who have tried to bring me down, telling me I'm not good enough and I won't ever get somewhere in life because I have a different skin color. But I know that that's not true. We are all equal, and we all have the same chance of succeeding, not mattering our race, our gender, or even our social class. Yes, the journey might take a little longer for us minorities, but the end result will be worth the wait. Your ability to overcome anything is greater than you can even imagine. I know that we all go through hard times, but remember that our responsibility is to make the best that we can out of every situation. When you feel discouraged, turn that frown into a smile and be optimistic. Help others, become involved, and remember that there is always something good and a lesson we can take from every situation. With that, I would like to end by encouraging you again to keep working hard and to never give up. Que vivan los latinos, que sí se puede. I want to dedicate this rose to my mom and dad because they have sacrificed everything for me and they are my heroes. Quiero darle esta rosa a mi mamá y a mi papá porque han sacrificado todo para mí y son mis héroes. Gracias.
Our final speaker, but hardly the least speaker, the last but not least, sorry, not final but not least, Wendy Popol from North High School.
Buenas tardes a todos. Es un honor estar aquí. Cuando fui informada que gané el honor de Sí se puede, me hice una pregunta. ¿Qué es eso? Gracias a todas y a todos mis profesores que me aclararon de qué se trata y cómo es que pude llegar nominada. Un poco de mí. Como ustedes ya saben, mi nombre es Wendy Paul. Soy de Guatemala, el país de la eterna primavera, donde la marimba alegra el corazón de mi gente. Guatemala, la tierra de los mayas, donde vive eternamente el quetzal, el ave nacional. Llegué a este país en el año 2013, no hace mucho tiempo. Tenía entonces 14 años. Crucé 2 fronteras, la de mis hermanos mexicanos y la de esta bella nación. Me vine de mi país para buscar a mi padre, que hace muchos años me dejó en Guatemala. Cuando llegué aquí, llegué en Luciana, en la ciudad de Puede, en la casa de unos tíos, los cuales me dieron la oportunidad de estudiar. Mi primer día de clase aquí me hizo arrepentir de venir a buscar a mi padre. Los niños no me recibieron con agrado, por 2 razones. No hablaba inglés y porque soy latina. Aún los niños latinos no me ayudaron. Se burlaron de mí, me llamaban con nombres. Uno de ellos se acercó amablemente conmigo y me dijo que me ayudara a aprender inglés y me hizo repetir esta frase: I am a horse. Cuando repetí esta frase, todos se rieron de mí porque la frase I am a horse significa soy un caballo. Incluso la directora de la escuela me gritaba y me decía: habla, niña mentirosa, tú hablas inglés, nomás no quieres hacerlo. Pero cuando llegué aquí, en Portland, mi experiencia ha sido diferente, porque aquí valoran mucho a los estudiantes latinos. Aquí hay una gran comunidad donde uno puede sentirse en casa. para llegar a parar en este podio enfrente de ustedes. Tuve que derrumbar varias barreras. Uno de ellos es el miedo y la timidez. Mi palabra favorita durante mi adolescencia y mi juventud fue nunca. Nunca voy a poder aprender, nunca voy a graduar, nunca podré hacer algo en la vida, nunca seré alguien, nunca voy a hablar inglés. Hasta incluso dije, nunca tendré un novio. Pensaba y decía esto porque tenía miedo y era una niña tímida. Un mensaje a aquellos adolescentes y jóvenes que quizás piensan así. Nadie va a creer en ti si tú no crees en ti mismo. Si tus padres, familia, amigos y hasta incluso tus maestros piensan que tú no puedes, es porque estás proyectando una actitud negativa. Déjame decirte algo. Cree en ti y no pongas fe en nadie. Cree en ti. Cuando comienzas a creer en ti, todos los demás creerán en ti. Entonces tú puedes sonar las emblemáticas palabras, sí se puede. Sí se puede estudiar, no importa tu estatus migratorio. Sí se puede estudiar, no importa tu cultura, raza, religión, sexo, etc. Sí se puede estudiar, no importa si eres madre soltera. Sí se puede estudiar, no importa si estás embarazada. Sí se puede estudiar, no importa si estás avanzada de edad. Sí se puede estudiar cuando hay convicción, cuando tú crees en ti mismo. Soy una mujer indígena, hablo quiché, como tortillas con frijoles, me visto con ropas no a la moda, estoy casada, estoy embarazada, soy diferente en lo que es cultura. Me han humillado, pero mi conocimiento es igual que de todos los demás. Si Dios me da la vida, yo sé que me espera una vida llena de retos, los cuales me harán una mujer fuerte. He aprendido que se sufre primero para gozar el porvenir. Soy Wendy Paul. Gracias, delegados de Sí Se Puede, siguen inspirando a mi gente. Y quiero decir unas palabras a mis padres que están aquí presentes. Lo quiero hacerlo en mi idioma. Lo quiero hacerlo en mi idioma, que es quiché. Yo llama, yo chapa. Juntir le llegaba que si no se escuela y lo que chico chingón que es una escuela muy no y que chimpichiré porque juntir yo hablo que no me juego si no pensaran que no casaré que capitán pero yo sí veis juntir lo que es y sin apoyar juntir lo que durante que sin kilog sé que atpa se te porque se pichiré para que can tener cuajar taqi y Dios lleve y así quiero dedicar esta rosa a una mujer muy especial, a una mujer muy grande, muy hermosa, que siempre me ha ayudado y me ha apoyado en todo el sentido de hablar. Quiero dedicar esta rosa a Dalia, que ella trabaja con el Teen Parent en Roosevelt. Quiero dedicar esto a Dalia. Gracias, Dalia. Gracias.
Me siento muy agradecida de estar hoy aquí y haber compartido todas estas historias con ustedes. Es mi primer año trabajando en BPS y esto ha sido en verdad una maravilla, Francisco. I don't know if you were able to catch all that. Perfect. Creo que vi un tema común entre todos ustedes y es la gratitud. Esta semana platicaba con otras personas sobre la importancia de ser agradecidos. Es algo muy de los latinos, estar agradecidos por todas las oportunidades que se nos presentan, de no tomar nada for granted. Todas las oportunidades siempre estamos dispuestos a tomarlas, a trabajar muy duro y agradecemos a nuestras familias, no olvidamos de dónde venimos y es increíble verlos a todos ustedes. The other thing that really called my attention was to see the number of ladies that are graduating and are being a recipient. I think that is fantastic to see a new generation of strong women, Latino women, starting to take charge. So, felicidades a todos y muchas gracias. Francisco wants to make an announcement about next steps.
Well, that's pretty much our program. But it looks like some food has arrived, and so it's going to take them a little bit of time to set up here. But I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming. And I would like for all of the parents, all of the families, please stand up because you are the people who made this possible. You are the ones who have put in the hard work that made this possible. Thank you.
Sorry, everybody. Before you leave, I have one more thing to say. I think that all of us should be thanking Francisco tonight. He has been having some rough time, and still he found the time to put this together, organize us, and coordinate us to be here tonight. So, a bit.
Thank you. Thank you much for. Okay, so, excuse me. I would like to take this opportunity while we're waiting for the food to get set up to have all of our students and our superintendent and our administrators come up and join our students for a group picture. And then we'll just mingle. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.